guys, welcome to episode 13 of Q-Tips with Techie Cari. I'm here today to share with you a little feature inside of Google Slides called Closed Caption. It's really simple to use and I think it's really beneficial for your students and staff members. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to turn on closed captions, and then we'll go over all the ways that students, teachers, and administrators can use closed caption in their classroom. So I just have a simple slide deck, and what you're going to do is you're going to go to present. Now once you hit present, you're going to have to pay attention to all the options. So let's go ahead and go to present. And once you get there, you're going to see all of these options down at the bottom and see how they went away. To get them back, you're going to click, and now you're going to see closed caption. So go ahead and click there. And what you're going to see is anything that you say aloud is going to pop up as a closed caption on your screen. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so to turn that off, you're just going to go back and hover and click closed caption, and then it turns off. Okay, as a student, I love the closed caption feature for presentations. Now, in the past, when students were doing presentations, they would have a presentation, maybe a slide, and that slide would be filled with all of this text, and they would stand in front of the room and they would read the slides to us. And we call that death by PowerPoint. Super boring. So why not use this closed caption feature and record the presentation? So for instance, let's say I'm a student. I am giving a research paper on flamingos. So instead of reading information off of a slide, I record myself doing closed caption. So there's a great extension called Screencastify, and I'll put a short tutorial how to download that. But instead of the kiddo standing in front of the room reading slides, let's have them use closed caption. They can see what they're saying out loud. Their classmates can read it if they need to. So all they're going to do is make the slides for their presentation, maybe put some images to trigger their thought process. They're going to hit present. Go ahead and click on closed caption. And then they're going to say, welcome to my flamingo research. There's two beautiful pictures on the screen for you to look at. Can anyone guess what these pictures have in common or how they relate to each other? So not only is the student making a presentation that's their true voice, they're also engaging their audience by asking them questions, by having some feedback back and forth, and then you're actually getting a real presentation instead of something that they're just reading aloud. I love this method. Like I said, you can record it and then the kids can watch it individually. This is also a great way for them to practice it as well. All right, let's talk about the teacher and administrator uses of the closed caption. Now they're going to be pretty similar, and I have two different examples to show you. But the first thing, so for instance, you're teaching a lesson on vocabulary as a teacher, and you've got some ESL kiddos, you've maybe got some kiddos that have a hearing impairment, or maybe you just have some kiddos that need some extra reinforcement. So I'm not saying that you need to type up every single thing that you do during the day. But as an extra way to provide support, maybe hit those RTI levels, I would suggest simply making a slide. It doesn't have to be anything deep. It does not have to be cute and have a bunch of fonts and craziness, just something super simple. So let's say that you're teaching vocabulary and you have some ESL kiddos that need some extra reinforcement for those words. So what you do is you put this up, and as you're teaching, they can see your speech, they can see the vocabulary words, they're getting extra reinforcements if they're a visual learner, and so forth. Now, if you have those kids that are having a hard time paying attention to you speaking orally, they can now read what you're saying aloud. Just so many great opportunities here, and all you have to do is stand close to your computer and speak loudly, and you don't have to scream, just speak a normal voice level, and now you have all of this for you for all of those kiddos. And that kiddo that's just not an auditory learner, guess what? They're getting that extra help by being able to read what you're saying. And you might be able to catch some of those kiddos that kind of, zone out a little bit. You've got some extra reinforcement for them as well. Now, as the administrator, you are also providing an opportunity for those parents that maybe come in late and have to sit in the back of the auditorium for your back to school night routine. Maybe those kiddos that are having a hard time sitting still watching, now they have something to do, and you can say, oh, let's read the screen. Let's see if you can figure out what words everyone is saying. So as an administrator, you throw this up. You probably have a presentation made already for back to school night. So you're just going to quickly turn on those closed caption, and you're providing an enhanced presentation for everyone viewing your presentation. You've got the people in the back that can now see what you're saying. If they can't hear you, you've got kiddos engaged, and your kiddos are actually reading while they're at back to school night. Nice little trick there. And you're providing that extra feedback for those ESL parents as well. Okay, as I promised, I'm going to show you how to get Screencastify. And this is if you want to record yourself or have a student record themselves with that closed caption on. You're going to go to the Chrome Web Store. You're going to type in Screencastify. And yours will say add to Chrome if you don't have it already. And like you can see, I have it. It says add it. Okay. It's going to live right up here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go back to my Q-tips. To launch it, you're going to click here. Now, if it's your first time to launch, it's going to ask to connect to your Google Drive. You're going to say yes, because it will store all of them in your Google Drive for you. It's really handy, and you don't have to worry about storage if you're on an educator account, because you have unlimited storage. So the next thing you're going to do is you are going to pick which way that you want to record. And when I'm doing a presentation, I use desktop mode. You're going to want to turn your microphone on or off. Do you want yourself embedded in the bottom there? All of your students will want that. You're going to hit record. Once you finish your recording, this screen will pop up. You will have the ability to name your Screencastify, anything that you want to name it. If you look right here, you can see that it automatically saves to your Google Drive. It tells you how long it is and so forth. So if you have a kiddo that is making a Screencastify for a project and they have a time limit, like you have 30 seconds to explain your slides, this is a great little feature because it shows them exactly how long they have.